you for the flowers. I threw them on the fire, and I burned the photographs of you wedding clothes. God, they were ugly children. So you're that little bastard of that brother of mine, trying to trick a poor old woman, till I almost had a weakness.
Hello, Ryan.
Hi, Robert. How are you?
Good. And if there's anybody out there watching this, this is well, this is, I guess,
The comment. I think the comments will come up like around about the bottom right there.
we don't.
Just say hi, guys.
Hi, everybody. We don't want to make another episode of Consolevania. As it was, we're getting prepped for the new show, and we're Ryan.
That's why you're in the Amazon jungle right now. You're in training.
I'm in the jungle. I've just noticed actually that over my shoulder there is a Harry Potter book, so that's so I've got cancelled just before the new.
I know you need to watch yourself these days with what you're saying and like your beliefs and stuff like. You need to watch yourself.
Just
I'm
before
alright.
the new show. Well, so hello everybody. It's great to be here. CV84 is going to be coming real soon, but we've got a wee retrospective next time, isn't we, first, Ryan?
Yeah, we're going to mix up 2 episodes that are just kind of in between that we don't really know what to do with. I don't know if you could call them season 10, series 10.
No, don't go on series 10, Jesus Christ.
But there will only be 2 of them, and they'll be a bit like this.
Yeah, we'll just we're in production mode. I've just had a delivery for Amazon. This is actually a redo because the first time I did it, I showed my address and all that.
That looks a wee bit. I've just noticed this, but hold it up again to the. It's just I hate to get back to the stuff, but it looks a bit like a. Yeah, the other way around though, it looks a bit like a.
A what?
I've forgotten the word. Sorry. Move on.
That's a bit like a
Yeah. Like a moustache.
what?
But what's his name had? I forget his name.
And this is what I was hoping would be in it. Shiren the Wanderer.
You were just recommending that I get that for my birthday, weren't you?
Eh?
Still got it. Talking at each other and stuff.
I was saying you should get this for your birthday.
Yeah, it does look nice and fun, and old school. But it also does look. I know you're concerned with such things, because you're surrounded by diamonds and gems and stuff like that all the day long. But I do look at it and I go, that should be 15 quid max. But 15 quid max is built. That's crazy talk on the Switch.
No way, this is intense. Hover for me for 1 sec.
Okay.
Because I just need to plug my charger in.
Charger.
And
He
my
must have got like an laptop. For some reason my mind just went to. He must have got some kind of electronic hip replacement or something that he needs to charge that helps him run and sit up and down, because he has a lot of bother with that these days, sitting up and down and stuff. As a lot of people do when they get to Rab's age. A lot of Stephen King books there in the background. It was Stephen King. He's probably away making himself a coffee. He's done this before. Do you not mind an episode? I remember reminiscing about Consolevania. I remember an episode of Consolevania where Rab went off to make a coffee and he thought that he'd put a bit of mine on to play during the episode, but he actually didn't. It was muted or something. It wasn't playing anyway. Anyway, just reminiscing about some of my favourite moments.
I thought that I'd put what?
You thought you put a bit of mine to run and you went away and made coffee and something, but it wasn't actually working, so nothing was happening for ages.
Was that during the pandemic when it?
Aye, it was. Series somewhere in the Super Series 8, of which there are 24 episodes.
It's mad that we had a pandemic and all that, and we kept going.
I want another one. Do you not want another one? I fancy another one.
I've quite enjoyed it, if I'm being honest. No, it's terrible to say that, but I enjoyed
I think
being
everybody needs to stay away from each other. They're going after nuts, not staying away from each other. I think everybody needs to stay away and play Shiren. Is that a wee sticker there?
a wee sticker inside. It's got a wee bit of shiny foil action.
Nice.
And yeah.
How many Switch games have you come across, because you have a fairly extensive collection, that have a satisfying booklet on the inside of the box?
Actually, quite a lot now.
Huh?
The tide has turned. Aye, the tide's turned. So you quite often get good stuff inside it. Physical media is back, and I want to tell you all that they're going to delete everything. Eventually, I think everything that you think you own, or your...
You mean the royal family when you say they?
I mean, you know, the New World Order, Bilderberg Group and all that.
Yeah.
I'm going to delete all the games that you think you own. I'll buy it digitally. I don't want to take up room. Blah 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 blah. Physical media is dead. You won't own anything when the end times come. You won't own anything.
You are essentially, really, in a strange way, building like a bunker where you are, aren't you? You're doing it a bit topsy-turvy because you're on top of a hill, but you're building a kind of bunker of, like, you're walling yourself in with Switch games and board games.
I'm a games
Physical
prepper.
physical media.
Physical media prepper. I started buying the films that I love on physical media as well. Did you see that film on Netflix? It's called something like Preparing for the End of the World or something, or The End of Everything, Let It All Go or something. Can't remember, right?
There's a lot to choose with.
Julia Roberts is in it. It's good.
Right.
It's good, but that has a kind of meaningful bit about physical media in it. It's worth a watch. It's on Netflix, and it's apocalyptic, and
That's a movie. It's not a TV series.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's called...
Consolevania.
Oh, let me tell you.
Check. What is it you're checking? It's not the forums, is it? Checking the Google.
And let me put Julia Roberts into the search as well.
Is she here? Oh, right.
Leave the World Behind, it's called. I think
Okay.
you'd like it. I think you would like it.
Have you seen the
And
trailer
also,
for Civil War, the new Alex Garland movie?
Maybe good. Maybe good.
Have you seen it? I like that short trailer, that minute 20 trailer that has the anthem in it. It's got me interested.
But Leave the World Behind, lots of people moan about the ending it. And I think the ending's cracking. So, a bit interesting to see.
Does she actually end up marrying Richard Gere at the end of it?
I wish. Anyway, it's really good. So what else is going on? Oh, so what? I'll be taking a wee look at a game called Tinykin.
I think I know that. I don't think I know Tinykin.
Did you review it? Or you looked at it?
I tell you what, that's terrifying, going back through episodes of Consolevania, which I've been doing this afternoon, and realising, my God, there's so many episodes and there's so many reviews. We've played so many games.
I don't remember you reviewing it, but I think maybe you had a look at it in one of your wee bits.
I'm just having a look at what it looks like. I've played it. I played it on PC.
You played it, but you didn't review it though, did you?
It's in the living room. Aye, I did review it.
You sure?
God knows what episodes. This is amazing. There's no other show like Consolevania. Aye, I've definitely reviewed it, but I've got no idea what episode. Probably Series 8, just because there's so many episodes in there, but I don't remember.
It's weird, I don't remember.
Aye, I've played it. No, I liked it. I really liked it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. Really enjoyed it. I thought you'd only looked at it in one of your wee... Sometimes you do a roundup.
Aye. No, I've actually played it.
It's really good. I blasted through it in one weekend. One of the ones.
On Switch?
Which I enjoyed it that much. Have you not been tempted to get the remastered Tomb Raider?
I'm not the biggest Tomb Raider fan. I don't know why.
I like it, but it's just, again, it's no physical, so So I'm kind of stuck. I'm not paying 25 quid for a digital game. I'm not doing it.
Aye, it's weird. I sometimes lump Tomb Raider into the same kind of basket that we would lump like Oasis in the music basket. That's too popular for me. I'm not interested anymore. But I never played it at the time, so I don't really have that nostalgia for it.
I have a lot of nostalgia for the
It's
first
weird
one.
that I didn't play it because I really, really, really liked Tits when I was young,
Yeah,
and her
Yeah, you were
tits
a
were really enormous.
you were a bit of a Tit fan back then. I'm going to give it a go.
Tits was just something I was a fan of.
Are you looking forward to Dune 2?
Yeah, it's out in like a few days, isn't it?
Are you going to go and see it?
Yeah, I'll go and see it in the IMAX. I
Did
think.
you watch the first one?
Aye, I very much enjoyed it.
Very boring.
I fucking knew you were going to do that. I knew it.
Very boring, but
You know how I knew? Because you never show that much interest in what I actually think. You asked me like 3 or 4 questions. I'm being fucking baited here for a mallet in the heat, and that's what happened.
no, I didn't dislike it though. I didn't dislike it. I thought it was, but I just think, I think it will probably look better in retrospect now that there's a second film to look at. But I think releasing a film,
I always get.
a film with no ending is just outrageous. And I'm going to light
It's
up.
just-
I'm going to light up some action here in the comments when I say,
Are you seeing
Yeah.
them? I've not seen them yet.
see that fucking Into the Spider-Verse or whatever, that second Spider-Verse film.
I've not seen it yet. You're going to schlag it off, as Sean Connery would say.
What a shite.
You're saying a lot of things are shite these days.
No ending.
True Detective, the Spider-Man film.
No ending.
But I really
Just-
liked you.
It was nice looking. I'm not saying I didn't like it either. I like that guy's films.
Do you
We'll see.
actually?
Well, what has he made?
Prisoners. He made a film called Prisoners with Hugh Jackman in it.
I've not seen that, but I've heard
It was really good. It is really good.
He did Arrival, right?
Yeah.
Arrival's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Did Blade Runner 2049?
2049 he did as well.
I've seen that.
There's no point in you watching it, really, is there? You're not going to like that. It's even longer than Blade Runner. It's in the Blade Runner universe, and it's even longer than Blade Runner.
And Dune 1 was nice, but I just kind of felt like, it's not a satisfying movie.
Oh, he
I think
also
he's-
made... What was the assassin one? I'm about to find it because I'm looking up. Sicario.
Right.
That
I
was
think he
also
should have
good.
just went for it and made a 5-hour-long Dune film.
Well, he is. It's just that the studio are going, we're not waiting for you to make 5 hours. You need to use something this year. It's just a lot of financial decisions when you're... What?
I'll definitely go and see it. He sure knows what he's doing. Know what I mean?
Aye. Have you seen Sicario?
No. Is it good?
I liked it. Saw it in the cinema. By myself.
So there's been more layoffs today. Sony have let loads of people go.
Is that because they're using AI instead?
I mean, no, but
Can they replace us?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I indirectly kind of blame Game Pass for this. I don't know how I can blame Game Pass for it, but I think I blame Game Pass. I know that doesn't add up or make any sense, but see about 4 years ago or something, 3 years ago, when Game Pass had just kind of started and everybody was getting it and we were all like, this is an amazing bargain. I remember just thinking to myself and saying to everybody, nobody can be making any money. How do you make money?
But
How
is it
do
not
you
just
make money?
is it not just a completely different delivery system though? Is it not just another kind of avenue, another different way of selling games to people? Because the companies only sign temporary contracts, don't they, to be on Game Pass?
But the amount of people I've said to somebody, this game's brilliant, right? Because quite often people will message me or whatever and they'll go, can you recommend a game, right? And I'll say, this is cracking. and they'll go, cool, I'll check if it's on Game Pass.
Do you charge people for recommendations?
No, I
You've
should.
been on fucking Games Master. You need to
I
get an
should.
American heat on.
I should charge. But they'll say, I check if it's on Game Pass, and they look on Game Pass, or people go, I'll try it on Game Pass first. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, everybody's only paying a tenner a month. How can they possibly be making money? Anybody? And then, on top of that, I think to myself, well, Game Pass is just getting people used to not buying any games. Game Pass is just kind of psychologically programming people to think, well, I get a load of games for free every month anyway. Why would I be spending 50 quid on a game? So I kind of feel like I blame Game Pass. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like
I just think delivery systems are changing. Like the way they think has kind of changed. They're looking at like kind of attentions. How long have they got people's attentions for and stuff like that, and microtransactions and all that kind of stuff. It's no going to stay. You go to the shop and buy a game for long.
but they're maybe going to have to move back towards that, because otherwise, this is what happens. I think people are just going to play these kind of live service games forever, or they're going to play the stuff they get for free, and they're not going to buy games. I bet you people that are, I don't know what the numbers are, and maybe the viewers will let us know, but I bet you people who own consoles buy less games now than they ever did. And yet, the budgets on games keep going up and up and up. So something doesn't add up.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, what's not involved here is Nintendo, because people buy Nintendo games. They buy them on the eShop and they buy them at retail, and they play them. And Nintendo gives you fucking nothing for free. Nothing. But you know, I think there is value attached to that. You know what I mean?
They need their billions to protect themselves and their heavenly wee bunker while they make all their magic.
So there you go. So that's pretty bleak. Lots of people losing their living at a time when I saw Elon Musk saying the other day about, so there was the Cybertruck, right? And it
Was he run?
He was
Could
a
they get it up the drive all right?
Well, he was up. We were needing a bit of help getting some compost up the drive, and I thought, who do I know that can help us with this? And I know it sounds bad to say this, but Elon Musk is genuinely, of all my mates, the most kind of physically strong, I think.
It looks like it's the big barrel chest makes him look kind of hefty.
So he came round, but he was saying the Cybertruck got attacked in California by somebody or something, and it didn't smash or whatever. And he tweeted out, the Cybertruck is apocalypse ready. He said, it's apocalypse ready. And I know he was just saying that as a kind of casual wee joke, like zombie apocalypse or whatever. But then I was also thinking, does this bastard fucking know something? Or does he just know what we all know? You know what I mean?
No,
anyway.
I think he's in America as well, so I think they especially feel like this is probably it. This is probably it. I might need to go to a doctor's because I can't stop gushing about Baldur's Gate 3. Just got to Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 3, so I knew I get to read the Baldur's Gate newspaper. I'm so in love with the detail in this game. That's interesting, isn't it? What they building? I can't take my eye off Baldur's Gate 3 for long, but what are they building next? I really, really love Astarion sneak attack. 67 hits is a lot of hits in Baldur's Gate 3. And then it just goes into a cutscene like he didn't even notice that an arrow went into the back of his nut. It was so enjoyable to kill this guy finally. It was quite a build up in the game to get into this guy. I hope this isn't spoilers for anybody. So I really rejoiced in torturing him, to be honest. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what our playthrough has been like. I don't know what it says about us as people, because it is multiplayer, this playthrough. It's been a calamitous, and to be honest, borderline, I don't want to say the word, but borderline evil, our playthrough. I mean, he started off a charmer, Astarion, and
My dear,
he's rejoicing in the slaughter of our innocence.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
It's I'm sorry, hen.
Kill them.
You're not going to be able to kill us, but You're not going to be able to.
I already hear the world whispering in sweet surrender.
Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
I feel alive.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Aye, we're no the heroes that I was hoping for, but what a game. It started singing to me now.
Lives, all mortal lives, expire.
If she's trying to be encouraging with that song, it's no helping. Because in this fight we're fighting a devil. I hope this isn't spoilers for you. But most of this fight, this is one of the most epic fights I can remember in any game. We're fighting this guy that's rapping to us right now.
Hell, hell, hell has its laws. Hell, hell, effect and the cause.
This guy's been a pain in the arse for hours in this game. Many hours of this game, this guy's been a big arrogant pain in the arse. A big arrogant, look, no offence to you, right, but a big arrogant English pain in the arse. And we've been really looking forward to doing him in. But then the fight starts and we see what his buffs are like and we see how powerful he is and we're like, we need to go to this fucking room. We need to run. We need to run as fast as we can. But also we need to take out these pillars before we run. So we need to do two things, but we're probably not going to be able to. So we're probably going to die. And this is the conversation we're having for much of the fight. Will we just restart? This doesn't look doable. The level cap in Baldur's Gate is level 12. We're fighting this guy who's level 16. Most of our guys have got about 80 hits. This guy's got 666 hits. Not to mention all the rest of all the devils that are in the room as well. So for much of it, we're just like, we're fucked. We're totally fucked here. We are absolutely fucked. But we did get the pillars. So there's a chance, there's a slim chance we did get the pillars. All we need to be able to do is get out of the room. Just for the record, I know it's a team game, but just for the record, my guys are out of the room already, by the way. I'm just waiting on them coming up. But the cleric and the mage can't get out of the room fast enough.
Never have come. This ends now.
And the devil's turned into a bigger devil, an even bigger devil. And he's casting stuff like this. And killing people. Fortunately, we have a temporary healer with us who has a once in a character lifetime ability, divine intervention, and we use it and everybody's resurrected. We're back in the game, we're back in the fight.
May the gods
It's still a really slim chance, but oh my fucking god, this is so nerdy. I feel myself I'm going to fucking puberty again or something. Maybe it's because I'm just not showering much when I'm playing this game. I fucking stink, but in this universe I'm a legend, mate. I'm an absolute legend. If you're not that into this game, or you're not that into games, let's just try to explain that my heart's pumping like this fight, these are the highlights. This fight took hours and my heart was pumping the whole time. I mean, fucking obviously it was pumping. It'd be dead if it wasn't pumping, but what I'm saying is that we are heavy invested into this adventure at this point, and this character has been a pain in our knapsacks for a while. And it just doesn't look doable. It just doesn't look doable. These spells he's using are just an absolute nightmare. We've lost our mage. The mage isn't coming back. We've had to leave the mage. We'll just need to leave him. We might be able to get him back later on, but we'll see how we go. We need to get out of this room and away from this fire that we're getting. We have actually taken out most of the lesser enemies. We've had to leave the mage behind, but he just keeps hitting us with these horrible spells. But we managed to lure him out. He actually comes out and we get him cornered. And there comes a moment of realisation. After maybe a turn or two, there comes this moment of realisation. There's this other guy who keeps going invisible and we can't quite pick him up, but he's not doing us any real damage. So we're mainly still concerned with this devil, but there comes a moment of realisation. He's ran out. He's burnt himself out, and we just start fucking hacking him. And slashing him. And there's fucking nothing he can do about it, and it feels amazing. No one of our characters all turned out nut jobs. Listen to me. Nah, but listen, it was so good. Us regathering our strengths and healing ourselves and just slowly smashing this guy to bits. It's alright, he's a devil. You're allowed to. It was a devil we were fighting, so it's fine. You're allowed to smash devils. One of the most satisfying maulings I've ever gave anybody in a game. 10 out of 10. Even better as his stupid wee song comes back on and he's missing me. he's trying to hit me and he's missing me. Oh, it's so good, it's so satisfying. This bit's far too long, but I just wanted to show you as much of the violence as possible and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. I should have probably left out the misses though. Yeah. Let's have a nerd do it while we're watching this footage. My fighter character was already in good shape at the start of the fight because it had a elixir of cloud giant strength. But then when I combined the elixir of cloud giant strength with a scroll of haste, she started attacking 6 times a round. And she's got a strength of 27. You know what I mean, guys? Guys, you there? How can you tell if they're still watching the video? Can you tell if they're still watching the video? I think they've turned off. Do they not want to watch my legends? Do they not care about my legends?
And I hope you have a happy ending of your own.
Reminiscing about Consolevania. Old Consolevania bits. Do you want to have a race and see who can find a Consolevania bit worth watching the fastest?
Sure. Let's do this.
Right, let's go.
So you mean like a good bit?
Aye, like a bit. Well, don't. Like, I'm not going to try and waste your time. You don't you waste my time. There's bits I like, but they're like 9 minutes long, so I wouldn't waste your time with that. But I'll try and find something that's.
Like a bit that's good?
Well, aye. If you want, like something you're wanting me to watch, like I did enjoy watching. For the new ones, no, for the old ones. That's cheating using the old ones.
Right. Okay. Hold on.
Something funny. There's got to be something funny in there. But doing smells, you. Oh.
I can't
I'm pretty
find
sure
any.
that. No, I was struggling as well. I need to be honest with you, I was struggling as well. There is only 110 episodes or something, so it's understandable that you would struggle to find something. But I've found an intro that I think you might find funny. You've probably forgotten about it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Are you playing it?
I'm playing it. How long
Hold
ago
on.
was this?
It's still. Hold on. Where's?
Always
I can't get rid of this YouTube video.
good to see we're still as good at this stuff. Right. Go.
Okay, go. It's fucking seamless. That's seamless.
Did you say it? So what was the challenge to find a good bit?
I thought it would be like a watch party type thing where you would watch the bit that we were.
I'm watching the bit. I think that's one of the best shots in all of Consolevania, I think. Through that door.
Hello and welcome to Consolevania. In this episode I'm going to be having a wee look at a game called Star Crawlers.
Oh, it's done now.
Jesus, that's... Oh, and we were watching something for
Credit
nostalgia
review.
purposes in that episode as
I'm
well.
going to do
I know,
For
this is
Honor.
triple threat.
Bloodthirsty.
Hey!
Sorry,
Inception
Come on now.
style.
Sorry, Dad.
That was a good bit.
It's alright, actually. I remember it being. Oh, this might
remember
be
it being
dodgy. This bit. Hang on. Can we do this bit? This might be dodgy, this bit. It was an interview with some racists for the 70s, and then I put an Xbox logo at the end of it.
So I.
Should have showed you that. You enjoyed that, Melvin. The intro. So you couldn't find anything at all to watch that's worth watching, you don't think, in that 110
Anything
episodes?
that I think is good. But I don't like blowing my own trumpet either, Ryan. You know, and I think this is the point.
Well, find one of Jerry's
doing
bits that's
smell-
good.
if you look at who's behind you there, right? Donald Trump. That's his problem a wee bit, blowing his own
Is that who
trumpet.
that is?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't read it because it was.
He's always blowing his trumpet a wee bit.
Is that what he's like? I don't really know his politics or
And-
anything. What he's like. I've never seen him interviewed.
That's a problem. I think we should both as well for the new shows. We should both be trying to get into the shape of our lives.
Like Teflon Don. I mean, I don't know who he is.
I think we should try and get really worked out slender tone. You know,
Is that?
what kind of vitamins are you taking?
I'm not sure. How do I know what type I'm taking?
Are you taking any supplements?
No.
I genuinely think we should get heavy into supplements.
It's quite expensive to get in them. I've got all of the supplements sitting on top of the fridge. I just never take them. I just never remember to take them.
I think it's important. We'll take some supplements together. I think when we're doing the show.
I mind we were selling supplements. I wonder what that bit looks like. Should we investigate what that bit looks like? Oh my god. I just clicked on a bit where we were singing. It's really bad.
Did you find it?
Not yet. Just give me a minute here to try and find this pills bit. I don't want to be rude. I'm just telling away to have a look at this pills bit. Oh, there's the casting bit with Jerry. That was quite distressing. We did a casting couch bit with Jerry McLaughlin, which to this day is still on X videos.
X videos.
It might be on Pornhub as well.
It would be nice to hear your memories of Consolevania as well, viewers out there. If you have any nice memories of Consolevania, get on the Patreon. And in fact, we have a wee look in the Discord and see what people are saying in Discord just now.
Help yourself. Help yourself. I have been on the Discord. I've definitely been on it. I've looked at it. I think I posted something. I waved at somebody.
Let's see what people are saying on the Discord. We need to try and get more people onto the Discord, I think. John at college actually said, love the idea for the new series. Wish I'd thought of it when you gave Consolevania to us. So there you go. There you go. So that's somebody who's looking forward to the, there's one person at least. The bold John at college, looking forward to it. What else has been happening here? Viva La Hazy has been buying games on the Discord as well. 3 games.
While you're talking about Viva La Hazy, can I just take this opportunity to thank yet again Tribumat for maintaining the Wikipedia page for Consolevania, because it's very handy. I'm able to find exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah, thanks.
I think he's also gone through the episodes, it seems, and breaking up the segments of the episodes so you can find things easier.
Oh, that's it. We need that. We're very bad protectors of our own legacy, if indeed you can call it a legacy. But Viva La Hazy is both Final Fantasy X and X-2 remaster, and Final Fantasy IX and Disaster Report 4 Summer Memories, which you'll remember was a game that I streamed back when I streamed.
The one crawling, lots of crawling.
That brief period. It's mad that we've never done a retro show. I mean, we've done retro episodes.
Yeah, we've done retro sections. We've certainly talked about retro games an awful lot, but we've never made a retro show before.
Yeah, never been.
And I just
retro.
I mean, I hope it's no shite. I'm sure it will never be shite because I'm both capable still. But I'm really looking forward to just having fuck all to do with what's going on now. Just ignoring it.
I quite like that thought as well of not having to pay any attention to the modern world, which will be nice. Until we catch up to the modern world. But by then it won't be the modern world, it will be nostalgia, you know? Years and years down the line.
It'll be like Fry waking up in Futurama.
Exactly.
You might have noticed something different about me in recent episodes.
You've told your hat round.
Yeah, well, it's beyond that. You've noticed something different about me. More focused, more creative.
You seem more on it with the reviews.
More intense.
You're saying more things.
You want to know what the answer is? What is the answer to that? I'll tell you what the answer is.
I fucking love the talking there, each other.
It's the Consolevania Brain Omega Plus Power Pill.
Wow.
Brain Omega Plus, that's Omega. There was a product before with a similar name, Brain Omega Consolevania is a different, not at all associated with this show or this product. Brain Omega Plus, this is the pill. You take one of these.
I take it this is a supplement, so I could take this along with all my other medications.
Well, how many pills are you taking a day?
50.
Add one of these
Just
guys
one?
on.
One
I'm
a
telling
day?
you, it's going to change everything. It's the whole perspective of how you view the world, how you view the universe. You're going to be much more focused. No, not one a day. One every 30 minutes. Take one of these every 30 minutes. Keep firing through them. You've got to, this is very important, I will say this, we'll put a disclaimer up. You've got to have 1 pint of water alongside every pill.
That's right.
Water.
1 pint of water for every pill.
Forgot the rule.
He's on them. He's already on them.
I'm on one every half an hour, exactly 1 pint of water for every single pill.
Now,
Not more.
yeah, and let's just take a look at the product shot here, as you can see in the actual bottle itself. Very, very modern aesthetic. You have 1,000 pills inside this. Of course, 1,000 pills. Buy it in a batch of 40,000. You've got to take at least 1,000 pills a year, but only one every half hour. Very important to get that pint of water correct.
Exactly 1 pint of water. What pint of water? Exactly 1 pint of water. Minimum order.
No,
Exactly
one
1
point.
pint of
Look
water.
how quickly Ryan corrected himself there. And some previous series of Consolevania,
That would have stayed in.
he would have made a mistake. He would have corrected it 3 episodes later. Now, Ryan is correcting it almost
I was like,
5 seconds
oh,
later.
I've made a mistake. I better correct that.
Look at these pills. Let me just look at these pills. As you can see, it's full of fibres and powders, and these can be absorbed into your bloodstream every half hour with a pint of water at least. Exactly a pint. My little tip here for not making any mistakes. Make sure for not making any mistakes. Of water. You don't want any saliva in the mix. That will raise the content of the liquid a wee bit, and you will have a seizure. Ryan,
You can actually scent the polygon oxides that are inside these tablets.
you can, if you put
You
them,
can actually smell the
One-
focus from.
you can almost get a slight little buzz just from sticking them up your nostrils. This is very advanced. Make sure you've taken at least 3,000 of these pills before you try anything as advanced.
You can get through.
Look, I just picked that up right away. I spotted it coming out of my nose.
And the
In
most
previous
basic-
series, I would never
the
noticed
look
that.
at this is that it's actually like adding an extra 4
Yeah,
seconds onto your
focus.
day.
It is,
You want to
it's
get more
more
gaming time
focus.
put into these. You got to
Well,
get
this is
one
important.
every half an hour, exactly 1 pint of
Why
water.
is it important to the viewers of this show? It's a video game show. Why is it important? It's important because next time you're playing Pac-Man, you're going to be avoiding those ghosts. Next time you're playing Joust, you're going to be jousting that bird.
It's
The next time you play Manic Miner, you're going to be manically mining that mine.
It's not cheating. It's that simple, guys.
Phones are ringing off the hook. The orders are coming in. Yep. That's one bottle sold. That's another bottle sold. There's 3 bottles remaining.
It's a minimum order of only 4,000 tablets. That's £3.99. Get on this.
We're almost all gone. We're getting asked questions here about some of the greatest games ever made. Yes, they will help you beat that.
All you need to do is stick all the footage on top of each other so that
That's
you can't
it.
understand what's going on, and that'll make it funny.
That's the secret. I feel like I remember how to make a show now. And now it's too late because we're making a different show. So it's quite sad.
It is interesting to go through the series and see that there is. I didn't feel it at the time, but there is a continuity in the series. There's like a series of specials, and there's almost an entire series like Gone to Lunch, basically.
Yeah.
Series of sketchy stuff early on. Series 8 is where it kind of gets weird, because obviously we just had to make do.
Mhm.
But what interesting stuff.
We're about to turn another corner.
Mhm.
But
And yeah,
we need to be in the shape of our lives for it. So
I want to get back on the running and stuff like that, and that is my ambition. So it's going to be happening.
I'm going to go and lift weights the new, and I'm going to become just a monstrously large muscles.
Right.
That's the plan. So, folks, thanks so much for joining us. We're just having a casual chat. We're just biding our time. Thanks so much for your support while we get prepped for this new series, and you'll be hearing a lot more about it shortly. Get in the Discord.
There must be something that you can get AI wise now that will just automatically cut out all the A's that you say, so it doesn't. So I don't
I'll
need
stop
to
saying it. Here's a promise, right? See, for the new series, I will never say the word or M ever again.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I'm going to
How's things going now that you're off Twitter?
I've been using it again.
Look how white his teeth are.
He's beautiful, isn't he?
Did you manage to snag any Trump high tops, by the way?
No, I tried to get some, but I'm afraid they were all sold out.
No, there was only 1,000, wasn't there?
Yeah.
It's a pity. Hopefully they get more in.
Anybody any viewers want to send us a pair, that would be great. We don't need a pair each, just one between us would be good. We'll just wear one shoe each.
Three-legged racer. That'd be nice.
Right, peace out.
All the best. All the best in the future. I'll see you in the next episode.
I'll see you in the next episode, mate.
It might seem to you right now that I'm not doing anything. Might look like I'm just sitting playing my piano. But I'll have you know that right now I'm actually playing Shiren the Wanderer. Now you'll remember I showed it to Ryan. And I was very excited about it. Well, I've played it since then. I've been playing it ever since then, to be honest. And it's Final Fantasy Rebirth week. My Final Fantasy Rebirth hasn't arrived yet. It's not arrived yet because I bought the big collector's edition, and so, you know, that's my reward. My reward for buying the big collector's edition is I don't get to play it while everybody else plays it. So I've been playing Shiren the Wanderer in the meantime, and right now, as you look at me, I am playing Shiren the Wanderer because there's something very cool that happens in Shiren the Wanderer if you've never played these games before. And I'm trying to persuade Ryan to buy this game here or get it for his birthday, right? Let me tell you what's great about Shiren the Wanderer. If you have a good run into the dungeon, it's a dungeon running game, you know, it's a dungeon crawl. You're going through the dungeon, it's a roguelike. By which I mean, when you die in the dungeon, you lose everything. You lose all your weapons, you lose all your levels, you go back to zero. Don't talk to me about Dark Souls. Shiren is what it's all about. You lose the lot, right? Back to level 1, nothing. Now, sometimes you head out on a run, though, and you get really lucky with some of the stuff that you pick up. You maybe get a really good weapon, you get a really good shield, and if you know the game, you know when you get a good combo of items and weapons and stuff, right? So, I did a run, I got all of that, and I forgot something. Shiren is all about learning how your enemies are going to act in certain situations, right? It's all about knowing the dungeon. The reason you don't have these carryover things that you get in other rogue-style games. Basically, it's just all about your knowledge. So you start to know the enemies better, know the spells better, know the weapons better, and you just kind of get better organically like that. Well, there's a baddie in the game called Metalhead, right? And I forgot. I didn't encounter them a number of times before, but I forgot that he could fling his head at you. So I used a knockback staff to get him away from me a wee bit, to buy myself a wee bit of space. And then I thought I was safe, and he pulled his head off and fucking flung it at me. So that was me, did. And it was a good run as well. I had loads of cool stuff, right? And I was actually thinking to myself, I'm going to go really far in this run. Made a stupid mistake, thought I was safe, got done in. Every wee mistake you make in this game is a fucking catastrophe. I love it. But the cool thing about Shiren is you can get rescued for the dungeons when you die. But the way you get rescued is this. You lie down in the dungeon, you're dead, you've been knocked out, you have 3 rescue attempts every time you make a run, and you put a rescue notice up on the notice board. You say, I'm needing rescued, I'm at this level, and then you hope that another player out there somewhere decides they're going to do a rescue and comes and rescues you. Now, the way that works, they give you a code, right? They give you a code, but fundamentally, it goes up, it goes out to the World Wide Web, and anybody out there can save you. So you wait, you play the waiting game, you maybe wait 10 minutes, you have a check, anybody rescued me? No, yeah, you go away, 10 minutes, no. So it looks like I'm no playing Shiren the Wanderer right now, but I fucking am playing it. I'm waiting to be rescued. I'm lying in a dungeon just now, waiting for somebody to come and rescue me. And this is why I want Ryan to buy the game, because if Ryan had the game, then I would be able to send him my code for Shiren the Wanderer, and he would just be able to go into the dungeon and rescue me. But can you imagine that pressure as well? Can you imagine? I've been thinking about this. What if Ryan does get it for his birthday? And then he collapses in the dungeon, he sends me a code, he goes, Rab, going to rescue me, I'm on level 16 in this dungeon. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if I could be fucked going in fucking 16 levels, because I have to go through 16 levels of the dungeon to find him, to save him. What a game, man. That's a proper game. So I'm waiting. Looks like I'm not playing it right now, but this is me playing Shiren the Wanderer. There is a room, a sanctuary safe and strong, to heal the wounds of lovers past, until a new one comes along. What a game, man.
Work ethic like we've never seen.
Was this when he
before
died?
in an
No, when he
industry of,
died. He died.
You know, slobs.
He left the games industry.
What
How can you not remember?
Hit the gym, have a snack, have a
You were so emotional at the time.
Ready for business as usual.
At the same time, still not letting that world get away from him. He never let
Fucking
that go
Johnny
from his head.
Mitchell playing in the background.
A working man at the end of the day. You say the word man and you're absolutely right. Still at the end of the day, a lover of normal things like normal guys are as well. A big lover of football as well. Big lover of football. The Toffees.
Yeah, I mean, that's what really makes me feel happy that it is that he's pursued his dream in that area, that he's left us with dreams of his achievements and has moved on to these new pastures where he can fulfill that working class man's dream of, you know, running a football club. Let me just tell you something about Peter Moore. That guy has that sense of leadership. That guy's a leader. Let me tell you something. If you had to go into battle, you'd want to go over that trench with Peter Moore by your side, I think.
I absolutely agree with what you're saying. It's an aura that Peter has. He's not just a guy with get up and go and great ideas and a lot of, you know, a fit guy. He's more than that. He has an aura about him. He's like any field that Peter went into, he could have made success in that. Peter in the movies, for example, like if he wants an acting career, he's got it, because can you imagine like a Stallone, an Arnie, a Peter Moore movie? Absolutely. I mean, sign me up for a ticket to watch that movie.
He could be one of the expendables, except we can't afford to lose him. He's not expendable. That's the way it is.
Exactly. My son's right there. I think we have just seen
My son's
the
right.
fact that Peter Moore is not expendable because the announcement that he's leaving the games industry, I think, has sent shockwaves. I mean,
It's years for people to realise just what they've lost with Peter. You know, he is a behemoth, I think, in the games industry.
I think it's the fact that he's been there at all the key events. You think about all the developments in the gaming world, and he's
been
been
so
there.
long.
And
He's always there early as well. He's
there
there early.
ahead of time. He's there early. He's already worked out. He's there ahead of time.
that sums it up. I've been at difficult junctions in my life, struggling with work, struggling with deadlines. I've often thought to myself, what would Peter Moore do here? He'd just pull himself up by his bootstraps. He'd do that cheeky wink and he'd get on with things. I just want to, before we close, just relate one of my favourite stories about Peter Moore. It must have been E3 not so long ago. Peter Moore came out onto the stage and he announced a lot of exciting new products for the consumer. But my God, he got to the end and everybody thought, He got them. Let me tell you something. They all believed that it was over. And then there was just a beat, just a moment, and you could see that twinkle in his eyes. And that's the thing. He's a Northern Englishman. He's got that twinkle, and he said there was just one more thing. He rolled up his sleeve, and that was really, he rolled up the sleeve of history that day.
There's something I want to tell you that I've never actually shared before. If it hadn't been for Peter Moore, I don't think I would have a beard just now.
Let's just leave it with this. Peter Moore, you have been a standard bearer, but you've never lost your that grounding, salt of the earth. I would say.
He's a standard bearer who never dropped his standards.
Brilliant. That's exactly. Yep.
Peter.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just a bit too emotional.
There you go. You enjoyed that.
I did enjoy that.
Still,
I did enjoy that.
Still want to find fingers crossed.
It's historic though, isn't it? It's like Consolevania's been around for so long that we were around when Peter Moore was about, and we were around when Peter Moore was away. And now, who are the new people? Who are the new players? You know. Well, of course, now we're going to be heading back into total retro nostalgia zone, so it's going to be. I guess we won't even need to keep up to date with who the new people are.
No,
I'm going to give people a wee preview of one of the segments in our new show. Will I tell them about one of the segments?
Sure. Do you guys want to hear about Robert's segment that he's going to be doing on TV84? Just leave your comments down.
We'll begin it together. I've ordered a magazine, a games magazine from 1984, and every episode we're going to be looking at one of the magazines of that day, and kind of doing a review of it, a kind of read of it, we'll be checking the magazines together, me and Ryan, going way back to 1984, and the games magazine that I've ordered.
Be interesting to see if we actually remember any like games covers or bits from magazines when we read them originally. It will also be interesting for me to see at what point my taste changes and I start buying sleazy PlayStation magazines just because it's got some lassies on the cover that I fancied.
I mean, I can't wait because every episode we'll look at a new magazine, so we're going to see the changing of, appetites. Juvenile appetites. But just to give you a wee insight here, the cover, just a wee preview, the cover of the magazine that I've ordered for us to look at in the very first episode has got, who's on the cover? I bet you don't guess.
Bully for Bullseye.
Oh yeah, you're quite close actually. It's JR for Dallas.
Is that a different guy? I thought that was the same guy.
So I'm looking forward.
Why is JR? Do you know why JR for Dallas is on a? Was there a Dallas game? I don't know, but
I'm not entirely sure. I'm looking forward to finding out. I think there's maybe a feature about TV shows that get made in computer games.
Fingers crossed, it's an interview with JR for Dallas, but
you should be so lucky. So I'm looking forward to that. I was also thinking as well, like it might be fun at some point to type in a game to a computer.
That's hard, but
well, it's not really hard. It just takes ages.
Aye, well, that's what I meant by hard.